Hey guys, welcome back to the Recovery Channel. Today I wanted to run you through what was the kind of catalyst or the dynamite to start the channel and to start the answering stroke questions process that I don't believe anyone's done before. The hospital set me up with a neurologist. I think it was 1 year post-stroke. And a neurologist that I don't believe he was familiar with my case or anything like that, but so I walked in and I spoke to him for a while, and he had some questions about my medication and how I'm feeling and that. And I said, okay, now I've got some questions for you. And my first question was, how long have you been specialised in stroke? And he said, about 15 years now, so I know it quite well. I'm like, oh, wow, that's amazing. So I asked him some, what I believe, pretty basic questions that I've since answered on my channel just by reading books and speaking to specialists, like, why is my left arm so cold? I said, why is it so hard to wee after a stroke? Like, why is it so hard to initiate urinating? Why am I on statin medication when that wasn't the cause of my stroke? And maybe 2 or 3 other basic stroke questions. He kind of looked me up and down and shrugged his shoulders and goes, I don't know, but everybody complains about all of these things. And he goes, but I don't know why. And I said, have you read The Brain That Changes Itself, this book, which is like a book that first year medical students read? He goes, oh, I've got a copy of it, but I've never read it. And I politely stood up and said, I'm sorry, but you're unqualified to see me. And I walked out. I tried to not be rude. I just politely said, yeah, you're unqualified. If you can't answer these basic questions, then and you've been in stroke 15 years, you are unqualified to see me. And I walked out, I went home, and I just wrote down every question I could think of and just started getting answers by reading books and speaking to other specialists and seeing different people and reading a lot. And so when I asked him these things, I realised they kind of don't really know much more about stroke than just preventative medication. He said, I'm only trained in preventative medication. He goes, as far as rehabilitation, that's nothing to do with me. I said, yeah, but you should know the answers to these questions. And he just said, no, I don't. He goes, I've never been asked them. He just said, everyone complains about all those things, but no one knows why. And that was the catalyst. It was like I swallowed a stick of dynamite, and just blew up with all these ideas. Like, I've got ideas coming out my ears for videos about stroke and just recovery basically. The reason why I was annoyed at the doctor, I'm not going to name names or anything, but was because I thought to myself, I've got my whole damn life ahead of me, and you can't answer these basic questions of these basic problems that I'm having post-stroke. And I wasn't annoyed at him. I was annoyed at everybody. Nobody knew the answers to these questions. I was just determined to answer them. And as you can see, these boards are full of questions from people all over the world that write to me via email and that, and I answer the questions as best as I can. I think I've done about 170 or 180 videos so far, which is incredible. Like, it's not like Mr. Beast, but it's a lot. 180 videos on stroke is a lot. I couldn't believe my first video when I put it up. My nephew put it up for me, and it got 20,000 likes or something. I couldn't believe 20,000 views. Could not believe people were interested in stroke that much, and it affected so many different people in so many different ways. So I'm really, really happy with how the channel's going, and it's just onwards and upwards from here, guys. Thanks, guys.